it's a massive achievement, a massive honour. To be recognised, it's always, a lovely feeling, especially by the writers. It's makes it even more special, and it's an award that I will cherish, especially with the people that's won it before me. I'm really, really, really glad and proud.
Is it fair to say you've had a bit of an up and down relationship as far as the media is concerned in the last few years?
Yeah, it's one of those I take full responsibility as well, because it's my first time being a professional, and everyone makes mistakes, especially being young and not quite understanding what goes on in and around football with the media. But as you get older, you mature and understand things much better, and I think now people can see me for who I am.
And it's always been part of the voting process that the players are recognised not just for their talents on the field, but for the way they carry themselves, by precept and example is what the FWA says. Are you conscious of being a role model now and a leader, if you like, in some of the ways, some of the issues you're campaigning on or taking care of?
Role model, not in terms of saying you set out to be a role model, but just in terms of leading by example, and you have young kids and that do follow you and do look up to you, and you need to try and set the right example for them and the next generation come through for sure. And certain subjects that I've spoken about this season has been touchy, but at the same time I thought it was needed, and I tried to do my best to address it in a positive and not come across aggressive or ignorant. So yeah.
And of course social media has given you a voice directly to your fans and to the people, so do you think that's an increasing trend that's good for players and other athletes to be able to take the most of?
Yeah, your social media is a very powerful thing. Majority of things in this day and age is done online, and with my situation and what I wanted to get, how I wanted to get my point of view across was via social media. That's the best way I thought it would pick up attraction, and I try to use my platform to try and raise awareness and try to make people understand my side of the story.
On the field, you had a fantastic year last year, a Premier League winner, World Cup semi-final. What do you think's improved this year in terms of your game and the way you're playing?
I think looking at last season, looking at the way I played, what we done, is looking at the season coming up and saying what can I do to try to better that or improve on last season. And coming back from a World Cup where I wanted to do better, which I didn't think I performed to the level I know I could. I was trying to get off on a quick start in the Premier League and try to score goals. I think in my position, players get judged on how much goals and assists they provide for their team, but just not just scoring goals to score goals, but goals that helps your team to hopefully lift titles and cups. Coming back in from pre-season and just trying to elevate myself to a new level and get better as a player and a person.
And of course last summer there was the whole public fell in love with the England team again, those exploits. Do you feel there's a chance to do a similar sort of thing this summer with the Nations League coming up?
Yeah, you've got to be confident. Teams going into every tournament, if you're not confident, if you're not looking to win it, there's no point going. Sometimes you don't want to say it in front of camera for it to come back and haunt you, but we're all players that are competing on at a high level in the Premier League. Liverpool and Tottenham are both in the Champions League final now, so and there's a lot of English players there, so we've got to have the mentality to say we want to go and win it, because if we didn't say that, we're lying. We're confident, and something that when the season's finished we'll go away and Gareth will set us up how he wants us to, but we'll definitely give it a good go and hopefully try to get to the final and hopefully try to win it.
You mentioned Liverpool and Spurs in the Champions League final. We've had a tremendous week of drama and late minute winners and so on, and Vincent Kompany's goal on Monday night was something special as well. Is it a good time to be associated with the game in England?
Yeah, it's always a good time to be associated with English football, for me, the best league in the world, and some of the biggest clubs in the world as well, the names the players that get attracted here. I'm just really grateful, even though it's not my team. Knowing some of the boys, even though it's my old team, seeing some of the boys like Hendo, Trent in the final, it makes me happy. Especially the way they done it. Really happy for them, and also the Spurs boys. It was a difficult night for them last night, and just having that personal connection with them, especially from the national team, I'm really happy. And it's gonna be difficult because I know one of them has to win, and then they're gonna see each other at the end of in the Nations Leagues. But it's definitely a great time to be involved in English football.
And back on the domestic scene, someone has to win between you and City. Between you and Liverpool. You've both had tremendous seasons, record-breaking seasons almost in terms of points. How do you see the final day going? Will it be nervous, or are you confident going into those final games?
Yes, we know how big of an occasion it is, but I'm much rather be on our side. To know if we win the game, it's ours. So it will be a tough day, that's for sure. We know Brighton won't just sit there and let us score goals, and they're safe, and it's going to be a really tough day, to be honest with you. But it's one that we're looking forward to.